the humidity. Yeah. Get the dogs out for a walk. Yeah. It'll be great. Yeah, I know. I can't wait to make this.
All right.
So,
Hey Pat, hey Nella.
Hey y'all.
hey! Hi everybody, I am Pat York from the Southern Living Foods team.
And I am Nellah McGough, the office manager at Southern Living, and kind of all-around den mother to the guys up there. So anyway.
Thanks for joining us today. We are here in the beautiful Time Eat Food Studios today because we're going to cook the cover.
Yes, we are.
This is a fabulous Blackberry Cobbler with Ginger Almond Biscuits. You're going to want to run out and get your magazine if you don't already have it, because you really want to make this recipe. It's a great summer cobbler. It truly is 20 minutes, hands-on time. I've made it myself, I promise. It's 20 minutes, hands-on time, and just 1 hour from the time you start it till the time you can eat it. If you can wait 20 minutes there while it's cooling, you'll have it ready to eat in 1 hour.
Okay, well we'll see about that.
Have you made this yet, Nell?
I have not.
Well, now's your chance.
And I am going to learn from you.
Absolutely. So let's dig in, okay?
All right.
We're going to start with some fresh blackberries, which, as all of you know, are in your farmer's market, in your grocery stores. Stir in some beautiful fresh blackberries right
Now,
there.
can you use frozen?
Oh, absolutely, because you might want to make this in December,
Yeah,
you know?
right. And can you mix the berries?
Yes, yes. In fact, I love mixing berries. It just, you know, bumps up the flavor. But
Yeah.
for right now, we've got solid, big, black, juicy strawberries.
What is that? What are you putting in there?
Flour.
Flour.
You asked like it was some secret ingredient. Stir in your flour. That's going to help thicken up the juice a little bit, make a nice syrup. And one thing I love about this recipe, Nella, I realized when I was making it, it's very low sugar.
Yeah.
There's only 1/3 cup of sugar to 7 cups of blackberries. So it's not super, super sweet. The sweetness from your blackberries are going to really help elevate.
And that's good.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're really trying to cut back on the sugar, so.
Toss in just
What
a
is
tad. That was almond extract.
Okay.
Almond extract. Let me follow that recipe. We had blackberry, sugar, almond, touch of kosher salt.
Let me put my glasses on.
Get off too.
I can't see anything without these.
My salt ran away, so we're going to skip the salt.
So,
We've got the
yeah.
flour. Now it's your turn. Oh, here comes the salt.
Okay. So what am I doing, Pat?
You're going to need to cut up 2 tablespoons of salted butter.
Okay.
And it needs, yeah, 2 tablespoons of butter.
Okay.
All right, here's your salt.
I can do that.
I think you can too. And
Now, how do you want me to cut it?
dice it with a knife, a sharp knife.
In like big chunks, little chunks?
Little chunks will be
Little
fine,
chunks.
thank you.
Okay.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna spray these ramekins. We're using 8-ounce ramekins. Now when I made this at home, I couldn't find all my ramekins. So I used an 11x7 casserole or baking dish, and it worked beautifully. You might even be able to squeeze it in something a little smaller. But if you don't have a ramekin, just don't.
If y'all are downsizing like me, you don't have any ramekins. I ain't got any ramekins.
You may
I
not
do
have 6.
I might have 2 mismatched ramekins. Okay. So
All right, just stir that up.
stir it up.
Yeah, and
I can do
don't
that.
bruise or smush the berries. Try and keep them as whole as you can.
I sure don't want to bruise their feelings. No, I won't do that. Okay. All right.
All right.
So what else? What are we doing now?
Well, you just need to spoon them into the ramekins.
Oh, okay.
I think this will work nicely.
Okie dokie.
Spoon them evenly. Oh, and we needed to put it on a aluminum foil lined baking sheet.
Uh-oh. There's other stuff going on in the background. Y'all disregard. There's always a lot going on in our test kitchens here in Birmingham,
Noise
Alabama.
galore. You want to put these on an aluminum foil lined baking sheet because,
This isn't a good thing.
well, just do what you can. The juice might bubble out over and spill out into your oven, causing a huge mess. So I failed to ask for aluminum foil, so we're just going to go with this.
That's good.
We can clean up afterwards.
Yes, we
That's
can,
all
Brennan.
right. Yes, we can clean up. Okay.
Don't be afraid to pack those berries in. They're gonna cook down a little bit. You're gonna get a lot of nice juice going there.
We have a question for you, Pat.
Okay.
Where's your favorite place to buy berries in Birmingham?
I like going to Petals from the Past and picking them myself. But
That's
you
in
know,
Jemison.
Yeah, it's in Jemison. You know, you can always get great berries at any of your local farmers markets.
Yeah.
I think almost every community has their own little farmers market
Yeah.
going on.
Yep.
And if push comes to shove, I'll just get them at Publix. And
Yeah. Or whatever grocery store you have.
Absolutely.
But
And
totally the summertime is the
Yeah.
best time
Yeah.
to get fresh blackberries.
Mhm.
So
All
we
right.
ready?
Set these on there.
All right.
Will you be making this for the 4th of July this weekend?
No, I'm taking these home. We're gonna eat these.
Here, let me get that for you because it's hot.
Okay.
Just slide it on in there. These need to bake at 400 for about 12 to 14 minutes, or just till it starts bubbling, okay?
Okay.
And we have already made a couple and put our biscuit toppings on it.
Here.
And now we forgot to put these on a sheet too.
Well, that's what we can just stick them on this.
Yeah. Oh, these are hot. Nice
Really
and
hot.
hot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, watch yourself.
Okay. Here, I got it. I got it. This fancy oven. Well, that smells great.
We didn't make the biscuits here, but I wanted to talk about the turbinado sugar that we have used in the biscuits and the ginger.
So what is turbinado
Well,
sugar?
it's a raw sugar,
Uh-huh.
and it's got this pretty little golden color,
Yeah.
and it's got a very light molasses flavoring to it. And if y'all are just now joining us, we are making the cover of the July issue of Southern Living. Nellah modeled the cover for us. This fabulous Blackberry Cobbler. So as I was
Yeah, y'all
saying,
pick it up on newsstands, guys.
yeah, as I was saying, the turbinado sugar, it's a raw sugar.
Oh.
The crystals just give it a real pretty caramelized color. But if you don't have it, and if you can't find it at the stores, you are welcome to use the granulated sugar. And also this crystallized ginger that we use. Nellah, take a piece of that and tell me what you think.
Oh, you want me to try it?
Absolutely.
Here on there?
On air.
Okay.
Isn't it? It's a huge flavor pop, right?
Yeah, it sure is.
So you're dicing some of this
Ooh.
up really small, mixing it with your biscuit dough, and it just gives this very intense pop of flavor.
I got
okay?
a big bite of that.
You got a big pop? I know.
Woo.
Add some-
Okay, let's put the ice cream in.
All right.
Okay, y'all, we want y'all making this weekend.
Oh my, that is,
I know,
Wow.
you made me eat that.
that's why you don't need very much. But you might be asking, well, what else can I do with this crystallized ginger and it going to waste? Dice it up, sprinkle it into some whipped cream or ice cream. It's great in an apple pie. You can use it in a vinaigrette. Some people stir it into a stir fry for a nice sweet touch right there.
Yeah.
So there's a lot
I
of
do
different.
love ginger.
Yeah.
I do love that
There's a
flavor.
lot of. It clears your nose too.
Yeah, okay, good.
We have people recommending to use it in ginger snaps, using
Oh my
your
gosh,
leftover
yes.
ginger
Yeah, that
snaps.
would be
Oh,
incredible.
that's a good idea.
That was
one of
Stefan
my
said
favorite,
that.
one of my favorite cookies. It's a ginger snap.
You might, you probably won't, but if you wind up with leftover cobbler,
Oh no.
I know.
We won't love that.
To paraphrase what I heard someone say recently, if you have leftover cobbler, there's something wrong with your cobbler. But if you happen to have leftover cobbler, simply don't put the ice cream on it. Simply let it cool, wrap it up in plastic wrap or aluminum foil very tightly, and keep it at room temperature on your countertop for a day or so. Any longer than that, you'll want to refrigerate it.
Awesome.
Do you guys want to go ahead and dig in?
You know,
Well,
that would be great
I
if we
need a
had a
spoon.
spoon. Oh, there's a fork right in front of me. Sorry.
Nella, you have a personal hello from Holly Bell.
Hi, Holly Bell.
Oh my goodness.
My friend in Atlanta.
How is it?
Hot. It's hot. It's great.
Let
Oh
me
my
Let
God.
me check these others. You don't need those burning. Okay. They're doing
Ooh,
good.
it's really good, guys. Y'all really need to try it. I'm not kidding. And it doesn't take long.
One more tip I wanted to add. When I made this biscuit at home, my kitchen was really hot. And I had a huge sticky mess with the biscuit dough. Be sure when you're cutting in the butter, you cut in really cold butter. And if your kitchen's warm, go ahead and stick that dough back in the freezer for just a couple of minutes. Let it firm back up.
Okay.
Then you can roll it out on a flour surface and have great success and not a sticky mess like I did.
We have another question for you, Pat. Could you switch up the kind of berries that you're using?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Use whatever berry you want. Everybody's got a favorite berry. And you might have a cup of this and a cup of that left. Just throw it all together. I think a cobbler is a very forgiving dessert. I can't imagine messing one up.
It's so easy.
It really is, because the sweetness of the berries, the sweetness of the berries keep you from having to put a lot of sugar on it. Now you're messing me up.
Nella has friends off camera
I'm
too.
so sorry.
So, and you can make a topping like we did.
Shut up.
You can make a crumble streusel-like topping. You can get those countertop biscuits and just drizzle sugar and melted butter over it. There's so many things you can do with the cobbler. You know, a pie is kind of fussy if the pastry's wrong. You got to make sure the pastry's nice and proper and crimp the edges, but a cobbler is just...
Strawberry would be really good.
Strawberry is awesome. And again, frozen berries. A lot of us have frozen berries in our fridge because we love to make smoothies. Just measure them out, make a cobbler.
Well, that's a great idea. Instead of making that smoothie every morning, I'll just make this cobbler. That's what I want to do.
Nella, I've had so much fun with you making this.
It's been fun.
It's been a blast. Hope we can do it again.
Our first Facebook Live.
I know it. And thanks for joining with us to cook the cover.
Cook and eat the cover.
And I hope that we have inspired you to cook the cover as well.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Happy 4th.